Yeah, Colin turns on the TV, Christian flips off the screen, cause there's no good children's shows that he's seen. We've got dogs with blogs, superheroes in the ER. All dads are dumb and kids have better PR. Colin just smile, Christian sits with the scowl. He complains to his son, all the kids show suck now. They sit and discuss the show's plus and minuses while you listen or watch on YouTube to the arguments. Who is right? Is it the son or the dad? Either way you get to laugh knowing Christian is mad. So pull up a chair, get the corner poppin'. Here's a new episode of What Are We Watching?
Hey everybody, this episode of the What Are We Watching podcast is brought to you by Dove Men+Care. If you've got luscious locks like these, you don't want to just use any ordinary shampoo on it. Why not use Dove Men+Care? It's fortifying shampoo, it's oxygen charged, and it's even got a boost of caffeine. Treat your beautiful hair like I do with Dove Men+Care. Now, let's get on to the podcast.
What are we watching?
Hey guys, Christian here with the What Are We Watching podcast, and this is our mini episode where we recap our last episode and we give a sneak preview on what we will be watching next week. Now, the last episode we were joined by our first guest in studio, comedian Sid Bridge, and I couldn't be more happier with how that turned out. Not only is Sid a great comedian, albeit a nerdy comedian, as his comments obviously showed you, but he is also a dad. Now, I'm going to have my fourth kid this month. Oh my goodness, it's this month. By October 1st, I will have a fourth child. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Oh, it just means watching this stuff for more years. Anyway, Sid has 5 kids, so I win, Sid. I win. And it's just nice to find another parent to watch these shows with. And he's not just listening to it in the background, not just tuning it out. No, I forced him to watch these shows. Now, that's something you should be doing too, not just because it's fun for the podcast, but because you should be watching shows with your children so you can discuss it with them, talk about it with them, and also so you know what these shows are putting out there for your kids. I don't want to sound like the old cranky man down the corner, but you really should know what things shows are putting in front of your kids. I mean, there might be stuff that they're not ready for. There might be stuff that you're uncomfortable with. It's just a good idea to know what's on these shows. If your kid's marathoning a show on Netflix for a whole weekend, you should probably know what the message is on this show. Okay, so I'm off my soapbox there. So we got a lot of feedback online this week. Now, one person I want to give a shout out to is Joy Julian. Now, Joy is a comedian in the area. She works a lot with Sid Bridge, and I just really appreciate her comments. Her first main comment, though, was, I didn't watch this episode, so already, Joy, you're not in the running for our Amazon gift card. Come on! The key point is you have to watch the episode with or without your kids, that's fine, and then leave a message on what we missed in our episode. So you can nag on me or you can nag on Carlin. But from your points, I imagine it would have been nagging on me anyway. But you said, I didn't watch this particular episode, but Austin and Ally is the only show that I let my kids watch. Shows like this, and I appreciate that. It's one of the safest shows you can watch, but it's also inane and brainless. So some of the things that you said, Joy, is I haven't seen this episode. However, it's the only show that teaches a moral at the end. Wow, you did not watch our episode either, because Sid points out that there was absolutely no moral at the end of this episode of Austin and Ally. And not only did Sid point out that there's no moral at the end, but nobody deserved to win at the end of this episode. Nobody did the right thing for the right thing's sake. The right thing happened on accident and through trial and error. No, not even trial, just error. They stumbled into the right thing. And as he pointedly asked my son Carlin, did anybody deserve to win at the end of the show? And the answer is really no. No, especially the doofus. He just stumbled into things the entire show. Now, I think you also might have said it's not mean-spirited, but also, as Sid pointed out, they might not have said, hey, fat, ugly girl, but they implied, hey, fat, ugly girl, to the fat, ugly girl the entire episode. And it was obviously a running joke. Now, the other person I wanted to shout out was Jerry Perez. He's a friend on Facebook. But again, Jerry, you've got to leave a message about what did we miss or what did we hit on this episode. But what you said was, and I'm going to say this exactly, LOL, love Austin and Allie. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you commenting on our website. So a big shout out and a big thank you from me and my son, who's not here, who's been replaced by Robot Chicken. All right, a big thank you from Robot Chicken and myself for commenting on the website. And for all the other people that commented, we appreciate it. Again, anybody that commented on our episode itself, you're getting a Amazon gift card in the mail. It will be sent to you. Look for my DM on Twitter, like many people got this week, or look for a message on Facebook, and you will be getting an Amazon gift card to spend on a better show than Austin and Allie. Okay? May I recommend maybe an episode of Full House, since they're bringing that back? Why would they do that? But hey, watch an old episode of Full House, and in a couple months, you'll be watching new ones on Netflix. And let me tell you, I'm pretty sure Carlin is going to be running the shows from my youth right into the dirt as he gets older, just like I'm running his shows into the dirt. Okay, now the next episode we are going to be watching on the What Are We Watching podcast is Lab Rats. Now, normally I would tell you Lab Rats, S number, E number, which is season number and episode number. But the link that was up on YouTube has now crashed. Well, it's been removed. So we are going to make sure that the episode and season number are in the show notes below on YouTube, our website, on whatarewewatching.com, on plaidevblog.com, where we repost, on Libsyn, everywhere we put the show, we will make sure that we put the season and episode number. We're going to be watching Lab Rats. It has one of my favorite TV/comedians on it, Hal Sparks. Oh, I'm so sorry, my friend. I'm so sorry. But this show, I've seen one episode, and every time I've ever flipped on the show, it's been the exact same episode, folks. That's frustrating when you already hate it. So we're going to be watching Lab Rats. I will be putting the episode and season in the show notes so you can watch the show first, then watch our episode. Tell us what we hit on, what we missed on. Tell us, man, just tell Carlin that he's doing awesome, because trust me, he is. He's getting better with every episode. He finally said to me, he said, Papa, I think I just smile in the camera too much. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And he's working on getting better at that. But, you know, at least he's smiling and not grimacing. So anyway, next episode, next Wednesday is going to be Lab Rats. We have a new episode every Wednesday, a mini episode. The next Wednesday is a full episode. Join us next Wednesday. Let us know what we hit, what we missed. Now, the one thing we always do before we end the mini episode is talk about the previous show and say, would it have been better animated? Kicking it? Yeah, better animated. Casey Under the Covers. Ooh. Oh, that could get me in trouble. Casey Undercover. Yes, better animated. Would Austin and Allie be better animated? I think the answer is no. I don't think animation could save this show. Usually I look at it like, oh, they could have more action sequences. They can make it more absurd. This show is already absurd to the max, and animation wouldn't make it any better. Could it be more absurd? Yeah, of course it could be more absurd. Would it make more sense or have a better story or develop better characters if it was animated? Absolutely not. If you want to watch an absurd animated show and you think Austin and Allie would be good, just watch SpongeBob. because it's already absurd, it's already crazy, and at least you'll get a chuckle every now and then. So, would Austin and Ally be animated? The answer is negative, negatory, no, N-O, no. That's my thoughts on the matter. Leave your comments below. Did you like the episode? Would it be better animated? Let me know in the comments. Hey, I'm still handing out Amazon gift cards. I got them in my back pocket, people. I'm going to be throwing them out online. Check out our new episode next Wednesday, and thank you for stopping by whatarewewatching.com and plaiddadblog.com. We really appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Please subscribe to our YouTube page, or else my dad is gonna make us eat liver and onions for a month. Yuck!
This production is brought to you by the Plaid Dad Blog Podcast Network. For more information, visit plaiddadblog.com.